Hello and welcome, friends. I hope everyone is ready to fight. Bandit coming in right on time. Nice to see you, my dude.
Yep. Yep.
What's up, Bessie? How's it going?
I feel like I regularly started off with complaining about something, and I figured that's an opportunity for a segment that about 5 minutes ago I figured should be called Brookes be Bitchin, because that's
I love it.
because I was getting ready to bitch about another thing.
I am gonna
Actually,
make a
multiple
little
things.
banner for that. It's gonna be great.
Because
what do you have to bitch about?
I have two things to bitch about. One, very briefly, that allergy season needs to end. It needs to not be a thing. I can't take it. I constantly feel like I'm sick. My throat's sore and the roof of my mouth itches. I'm sneezing all the time.
I'm so sorry.
It needs to stop. It needs to stop.
Understandable.
So there's that. But it's like the dumbest possible thing that, so my car battery gave out on me a month and a half ago, and AAA came and they were like, oh yeah, your battery is still under warranty because I bought it from them. And they were like, but it's still like testing a little too high. Like it's not quite worn out enough to warrant a free replacement. And they were like, you can just wait until the next time it dies. I'm like, sure, whatever. That was yesterday. And they came and it's still not worn out enough to replace it. And it's the principle of the thing that I'm like,
here's the thing, it really is.
Like, I don't care if I have to, like, if I just had to buy a new battery, like, sure, whatever, right? That's the thing you have to do. But knowing it's under warranty and I shouldn't have to,
oh yeah,
bothers me when I'm that close, especially. So they were like, you know what? Next time it dies, like on a cold day, that's probably when it's gonna happen. I was like, sure, why not? And everybody keeps telling me to buy a new battery, but
no.
Again,
it's about the fucking principle.
Yeah, I can't. It would drive me crazy. So, coincidentally, today I had an appointment to get an oil change in my annual inspection. And it took forever. I was there for 3 hours for an inspection and an oil change. Yeah. And they came in after a couple hours and they were like, so the reason we're being kind of held up here is, did anybody do any work on your transmission recently? I'm like, no. For why? And they said that the little rubber plug, I don't know the technical terms, but the plug that keeps the transmission fluid inside of its receptacle had been removed. And there was just transmission fluid all over the place, and I was low on transmission fluid.
Sure.
And they were like, those things don't just fall out. Like, somebody had to have removed it. And I said, well, the only time that the hood of my car has been up in the past several months has been AAA. And they said, oh, well, this would have been really recent because it wouldn't have, you would have run out of fluid, you would have had problems. I'm like, so yesterday recent? So now, I'm like, so I had to make an appointment for Monday to go in and sit there for a few more hours so that they could do transmission fluid stuff. And it's going to cost me $150. And I feel like either AAA or the company they contracted with should pay for that because there's no other reason why. I just can't prove it.
That's fair. I mean, I'm on your side here.
Again, it's the principle of the thing. I cannot fathom any earthly reason why the guy testing my battery would have removed the plug from my transmission fluid receptacle, whatever it's called. But that is the only time the hood of my car has been up recently. Was there a rogue person who was just like, oh, I'm going to somehow magically get the hood of your car up without being able to pull the release thing and then remove your cap and then leave it there and then close your hood and pretend nothing happened?
You know what that reminds me of? Like a person going out of their way to steal that. You know what that reminds me of? How at Geneseo, the frat and sorority houses used to have to hide their oven knobs when they had frat parties because people would steal them.
Well, that's the thing. It wasn't stolen. It was just sitting in there.
That's bizarre.
Like somebody took it out and then just sat it on top of the engine and left it there. And
Huh.
they definitely, if it had been like more than a couple days ago at most, it would have fallen out, but it was still there.
Hmm.
So
Very strange.
I am irritated because I don't want to have to go and sit in the shop for several hours again and pay money that I shouldn't have to pay.
I can understand your irritation.
Principle. The principle.
That it
But
is.
that was all just this afternoon, so I'm still irritated.
I sympathize.
Very irritated.
Anything else going on?
No.
Fair enough. I think I have some fun questions for us tonight, particularly our first one. I'm excited to get your opinion on as an academic.
Oh yes, I looked at them and I already forgot what they were, but now that you say that, I know what you're talking about.
Wonderful. So our first question is a screenshot that was posted to a Twitter account, and it's a screenshot from Reddit, but the Twitter account is images AI could never recreate. And the screenshot is from r/grad school. And the question is how to cite a dream/hallucination in APA 7th. And then the original poster clarifies, I want to include something that was revealed to me in a vision in one of my research papers, but I don't know how to cite it. So my question is, how would you cite a dream, vision, or hallucination in an academic paper?
So basically, the way I see this, if it's a vision, are they assuming this vision came to them from another like being? Or is it just something internally that they imagined?
I don't know.
Because if this was something revealed to them by another being of some kind, you would cite it as a personal communication. So you don't put it on the reference page.
Okay.
You put the first initial, last name, comma, personal communication, comma, and the date of the communication in parentheses.
All right. Okay. So at least we have an answer for one form. What about a dream or a hallucination, though?
But if it comes directly from you, you don't have to cite it. It's just like anything, like this is essentially your opinion if it's coming directly from you.
Okay. That's fair. But I guess it's like you would want, I guess it's wanting to cite it as information that was revealed to you in a dream.
Yeah. So the only reason you would have to cite something is if it comes from outside of you.
Mm-hmm.
So the only reason you would need to cite it is if it were another like party who revealed this information to you.
So if
If it
you're
is simply
granted a
a dream
vision
or
by a higher
hallucination,
power,
yeah, then you cite it as a
cite it
personal
as personal
communication.
communication.
Yeah, see this, I know this sounds like a complex question, but for somebody who has spent the majority of their life like steeped in APA format
Understandable.
and has taught APA format, it's actually not that difficult to me.
Cool. Can we think of some examples of a situation where you would have to cite a dream, vision, or hallucination in an academic paper?
I mean, I think something potentially interesting is if you were doing research on like dreams and hallucinations,
Mm-hmm.
and then a person told you about one of their dreams or hallucinations as part of this research, like if you're interviewing them, but they say that dream or hallucination came from another source, do you then need to cite that other source via the person you're interviewing?
That is a good question.
That's a bit more complicated because at that point, does it become hearsay?
One could argue yes. I don't know if
Yeah.
I am on that train necessarily.
I mean, it wouldn't hold up in court, but
No, it would not hold up in court. But I don't think a lot of things that we talk about on this podcast would hold up in court, which is unfortunate. But
are you trying to say that opinions don't hold any legal weight?
tragic, I know. I think you probably would have to cite it as being via another person, being, whatever.
Yeah. But that's what's tricky is like I think it depends on your level of belief. Because if you don't believe, if you think that person was just straight up hallucinating, it's like, I'm not going to cite whoever they said, Beelzebub gave them this vision or whatever it is, because I don't think that's true. So then instead they'll say, this person said Beelzebub or whoever it is gave them this vision, and then cite it as the personal communication from the human being who had the vision.
Because I'm thinking like a Dale Cooper level vision, like Laura Palmer revealing her killer type shit.
Yeah.
So like some pretty sincere belief in what they've experienced.
I mean, so if we're talking about Dale Cooper being the one to write it, I mean, he would definitely cite it as a personal communication with Laura Palmer.
Okay.
I would think so. Because, I mean, he
like that.
He spoke to her, essentially, but I think if you were somebody interviewing Dale Cooper about his interaction with posthumous Laura Palmer, like, you probably would just say, Dale Cooper claims to have seen and spoken to, because you didn't have the experience and you can't verify it.
Okay. All right. That really does kind of clear up my question, I would say. So I could think we can close the lid on that one.
Yeah.
The next question I have is also something from Twitter, and it's a video, but I am not going to show it because I don't feel like getting copyright claimed. The question is, and I got to get a piece of paper here. Is it normal? Let me see if I can do this on camera.
Oh, right. I already forgot what it was.
Is it normal to write the number 8 like this?
Like sort of a rounded E and another rounded backwards.
It's like a 3 and a 3 type
deal
that makes
going
on.
3 makes a lot more sense.
But no, I don't think it's normal. And I'm saying that before we've even begun the question.
So a 3 and a backwards 3
to make an 8. I don't like that. And I don't know where on earth someone would have learned that, because we're all taught to write the same way.
Yeah. No, I think this was somebody who did it intentionally to like upset people.
I don't think it's normal. Have you ever intentionally changed your... Sorry, I totally just talked over you there. What did you say?
I was just saying that I was just texting you what I was going to say and then stop myself from saying.
Oh, fun. And that's just going to remain a private little communique between the two of us.
There are some like I do have lines of what I will and won't say.
Anyway, so no, I don't think it's normal. I don't know where in the world a person would have learned to write the number 8 like that.
Yeah, I think it's a troll.
I think it's a troll. It could be a troll. How do we feel about the other methods of writing the number 8? Do you do the figure 8 or the snowman method?
I mean, it's called a figure 8 for a reason, first of all.
This is very true.
Who does the snowman method? That's so much less efficient. Is that a thing?
I've seen it.
Like as a normal, just like everyday people writing thing? People just be drawing a couple circles out there as an 8?
Apparently.
Weird.
Weird indeed. Have you ever intentionally changed your handwriting?
Oh, as a kid, constantly.
And has it ever stuck?
Parts of it.
Because I intentionally changed my handwriting. The way I write the number 2, I used to just do that.
Yeah.
But now I do this.
You do Snoopy? Yeah.
You do the fancy 2.
Yeah, I definitely when I was in like probably late elementary school, I would say, like that was one of my big things, was constantly experimenting with different ways of writing things, and I would constantly change. Like I used to do the A that was, not the circle with the line, but the other one that's like a...
Oh yeah, I know what you're talking about.
I don't have paper handy. Well, I do, but it has lines on it and writing. But I experimented with that for a while, decided I didn't really care for it. Like I used to put little hearts over my eyes for a while.
Oh my god, my mom used to put circles, like, instead
Oh,
of
I
a
was gonna
dot.
say, and then I did circles for a while.
That's cute.
um, and my big one, which I still kind of largely do these days, was to connect whichever letters easily connected so that I didn't have to lift like my pencil or pen as often
Oh
for
yeah, I do
efficiency.
that.
Um, so like in writing my name, like my first name, like the A and then the R would be no, actually no, those would connect easily. But then I would pick up from the R to do the A and then go into the H. So it was like half cursive, half print in a way.
Yeah, I do things like that sometimes.
Yeah, and that's kind of the main way it's stuck. Actually, even when I sign my name, it's a combination of cursive and print.
I feel like I don't have a grown-up signature still, and I'm 27.
Huh. Do you just like very carefully write it in cursive?
I mean, not particularly carefully, but I feel like it doesn't look like a signature still. I don't know. Maybe it's
You,
just because it's my own name.
yeah. I mean, have you not gotten to the point where you scribble it so it's practically illegible?
Not really.
Maybe that's what you're missing. I
Perhaps.
used to sign my name so much more legibly. Now you can make out the S and the B, and that's pretty much it. And actually, because I do it so quickly, it looks like I misspell my own last name and leave out the. Sometimes it looks like I leave out the E or I write an H instead of a K, just because of the nature of
Fun.
cursive. Yeah, and I'm like, I swear I know how to spell my own name. I'm just lazy.
We've all been there.
But yeah, I think what that video made me think of is the that TikTok of, I just referenced this like a couple weeks ago, the bucket, and they're like, the square peg goes in the round hole. Because it was a similar sort of thing, like, oh, this starts off normally, and then it's like, why are you're doing this to mess with us?
Mm.
So that made me think of that.
All right.
Now imagining stupid ways of writing other numbers. Oh, I used to do the 4 that was like pointy at the top. You ever do the pointy at the top 4?
I do not do that. Did you ever put a line through your sevens?
Actually, no, I don't think I ever did that one.
I never did that one either.
Or maybe I did. Who knows? I tried everything when I was younger, but
That's fair.
really funny. Occasionally I'll come across like, a piece of writing from like middle school or something, and I'm like, I know I
Mhm.
did this, but this does not look like my father.
Yeah. I used to have really messy handwriting as a kid.
Oh, mine's gotten so much worse. I used to be very neat, and because I don't write anymore, you know.
Yeah.
Now it's just scribbling when I do. Although this is pretty legible. My little notes here. I wrote "Trail of the Screaming Foreheads" from when we were
What does
picking
that?
movies
Oh yeah. I was like,
because I
wait a
wanted to watch
second.
it. Yeah, I gotta remember to watch it, and I keep seeing that on there and be like, oh yeah, and then I forget again. So
Oh, did I ask you how Velocipaster came up during one of your classes?
I did because I mentioned it during last night's regrettable reviews.
Oh yeah, that was off
Um,
air.
yeah,
Would you like to share
yeah,
with the
no,
class how regrettable how Velocipaster came up during one of your classes?
because we were talking about the difference between enjoying a piece of media and appreciating a piece of media. That sometimes you do one but not the other. Sometimes you have both. Sometimes you have neither. Right.
Mm-hmm.
So like, I think this thing, I don't enjoy this thing, and I think it's garbage. Would be neither.
Mm-hmm.
I think this thing is well done, and I enjoy it. Would be both. But in a case of something like Velocipaster, I was using that as an example of something I enjoy immensely, but would I necessarily say that it's well done and thought provoking and poignant and all those things?
Not so
No.
much.
Yeah, that was the example. And I was like, yeah, so Velocipaster. And like, I definitely got some looks. I was like, yes, it is a pastor who turns into a velociraptor. It's on Amazon Prime. You're welcome.
I'm glad you let people know where they could find that.
Oh, of course I did. Yeah.
As you should.
I also I also once again made vague reference to that time I got sent to the emergency room by a millipede when I was in high
I know
school, and
that story.
once again refused to tell them the rest of it.
There you go.
I swear that class has to hate me by now.
Drive him crazy. Drive him crazy.
Oh, and in my other class, I brought the plush cat from Stray with me yesterday
Oh, how'd that
to the
go
classroom.
over?
He sat on the desk because we were talking about video games.
Yay! That's so fun.
Yeah.
I love that.
So that was a good time. I brought it because my TA was leading a video game discussion, and I know that she absolutely loves that game, and so I was waiting for her to bring it up, and I was just gonna like pull them out, you know. But she didn't actually bring it up, and so I had to be like, I was waiting. You said you were gonna bring it up.
Cute.
Yeah.
Do we have anything else to say about writing things weird ways?
No. Although, if there were a new weird way to write a letter, I would have found it.
All right.
I think I did square nines at some point and square sixes.
That's an interesting one.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. This question also requires an image, but this one I can share. This is an image from, or this is from a tweet by at Stoner's Villa on the Bird app. And the tweet just says flat joint, and I will be showing you. And this is a picture of flat joint. How do we feel about that? How do we feel about flat joint?
Do you think it would be easier or more difficult to hold? I think is the real question.
I mean, I think it
would
be
if you're going to hold it with your fingertips, yeah, that'd be easy.
It'd be weird to hold it with your fingers. Well, no, not necessarily harder. I
think
think it'd be weird
if
you were doing the cigarette thing like this.
That would be harder.
That would be harder.
But I think it would be easier if you're holding it with your fingertips.
Yeah, perhaps.
Because there's no potential for it to roll around in there.
I'm wondering if this holds more or less weed than your average joint, though.
Probably less.
I'm looking at it, and I think it might be because it doesn't have the taper.
The width, though. It doesn't, but it's like it's wider.
It is wider.
Like, so I'm imagining if you take a regular one and you smash it down, it's probably going to be about that width?
I suppose. Well, actually, because there is no tapering here, maybe you get a little more weed.
That's a good point. Yeah, because rolling naturally is going to end up with that.
Yeah. Just how would you feel if you were in, like, the hippie circle where you're all about to be passing the joint and this gets handed to you? Like, what is your immediate emotional reaction?
I think I would stare at it and be at a loss for words and probably just look at the person who brought it and would be just, why? You know?
I think that's my immediate reaction as well.
Yeah. I was looking for a suitable stand-in. I found this packet of lubricant grease for my 3D printer that's like...
There you go.
So, like, I don't know. It actually does stay pretty...
Okay, so maybe it doesn't really impact how you hold the joint all that much.
I think it might improve it. Well, you know, if you think about, like, your, like, vape pens, because you have one that's round and one that's flatter, right?
This is very true. And like your average like disposable vape, I try to avoid those because I like to be environmentally friendly. Is usually but like the ones that look like a Juul, like JUUL, like the Juul, the cigarette, the nicotine vape.
Yep.
Like those are flat. That's kind of what flat joint looks like.
Yeah. No, I do think it would make it easier. I can't imagine a situation in which it would be more difficult to hold. Actually, now that
I am wondering how it burns though. Like how well it burns.
Yeah, I don't know the physics of that.
I don't either. And maybe I would have to attempt to make a flat joint to find that out for myself, which I'm not against. Although frankly, I can't roll joints for shit. So I don't
You
know if
know,
I'm the person to be involved here.
I think it's more comfortable too, actually, because like I can feel pressure points more so
Mm,
with like this being rounded. I mean, this is softer being like, full of grease.
yeah.
But still it feels like, because it's not like a concentrated pressure point like that is. It's more
Mhm.
diffuse.
Yeah. I wouldn't be
So
mad
yeah.
at it if this got passed to me.
No, but here's the thing. Probably a lot more difficult and time consuming to make.
Yes.
Right? Because there's a reason why this is not the norm.
This is very true.
Like, now I'm imagining how they made that. Let me go back to this picture.
Carefully.
Uh, yes, yes, yes. Give me the page. I don't care. Open, open. Stop it. So zooming. Yeah, I guess. How do they keep it that perfectly flat too? Because I feel like it would be lumpy. I
I
feel
have
like this is
no
a
idea.
trick.
Again,
How do we know that it's full of
I'm
weed?
so bad at rolling joints that I have to buy the little like pre-rolled cones and then just put the weed in.
Well, it's convenient. Yeah, I don't know that I believe that this is full of weed. I think it's a trick.
It could be. I'm gonna choose to believe that it's real for the sake of this question.
Yeah, but I think it would just be too difficult to make it look like that. It almost looks like they ironed it or something.
Yeah. It's kind of fun.
Put it in a panini press.
Yeah. There you go. That's a fun use for that. Okay. I don't think I have anything else to say
Marks?
about flat joint. Do you?
No,
Wonderful.
I support it.
I am gonna say I support it as well. And now for our final question. Not really a question. It's an activity. We are gonna rank some autumn activities on Tier Maker. Let me see if I can get this pulled up onto my second monitor in a timely manner so that I can come on, so that I can share with y'all. Okay. Your screen. Tier list maker. Share. I believe that's visible. I think.
I see nothing.
Wait, hold up. Add to stage.
There we
No.
go. Now I do.
Love the
Gay
targeted ad for
test?
the gay test.
Are you actually? Oh, straight. Well, that's no fun. Wait, so it's assuming that you are gay, but you might actually be straight without
But
knowing
you're
it?
lying to yourself.
Okay. Interesting premise, but all right.
But what we have along the bottom here is a list of fall or a bunch of fall
Ooh.
activities
Please,
and
autumnal.
yeah, autumnal activities, and we're gonna rank them. So, and some of these are kind of up for interpretation. How do we feel about like decorating for Halloween? Where does that rank on our scale?
I enjoy seeing Halloween decorations. I am too
Mhm.
lazy to do it myself.
I kind of love decorating for Halloween. I find it very satisfying.
Hmm.
A conundrum. We could just put it right in the
Yeah.
middle at B.
Yeah. Yeah, I just don't decorate because it just feels pointless to me, I guess. Because it's such a fleeting time, and then you have to take it down again, and then you have stuff to store, and it's like, it's a whole thing.
Mhm.
But I enjoy the decorations when people
I
do
do
it.
love them. Next one I believe is trick or treating, which we are both adults who sadly can't do that anymore, which fucking sucks.
But
But
the concept of it
the
is amazing.
concept of it, hot damn, I love that shit.
I think
It
we've
was
talked about this on the pod before, but there's like nothing like the feeling of
there is
coming home
nothing like it. It is like
with your
crack.
heart and like spreading out your candy
Oh yeah.
and like sorting through it and then potentially doing trades with siblings.
Good shit. Yeah,
There's nothing
trick-or-treating
else
is an
like it.
S tier activity, in my humble opinion.
Absolutely. Absolutely. And it was always the worst too, because my parents insisted on checking the candy before I could eat any of it. And I would just sit there like, come on. I worked hard for that candy. I walked around.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Okay, next thing we have is Halloween/autumnal movies.
Oh yeah.
Fucking love watching movies.
Yeah.
If you've been around this podcast long enough, you know that I am rather a cinephile.
I love autumnal films and shows.
Would we say that's better than trick-or-treating though?
Oh. I mean, like as a specific autumnal activity, I don't know that I would say it's better than trick-or-treating. Because trick-or-treating is such like a specific. Yeah, I mean like it's maybe like A.
Okay, yeah, I'll put that in A.
Because in a lot of ways I feel like trick-or-treating is a class of its own. I mean, there might be other things because I can't really see those images very well because they are like half an inch tall on my screen. But there might be something else in there.
One of these I can't tell. This one I can't tell what it is, but the next one is corn maze. How do we feel about a corn maze?
Overrated.
Overrated. Okay. Where do we think is an appropriate rating? Because I think they're fine.
I mean, yeah, I don't object to their existence.
I don't object. Actually, I mean, I think they can be kind of fun. Not like the most fun thing in the world, but a decent time.
Living Halloween decoration.
You're living a Halloween decoration. Hello, Nyx.
Jesus.
Aww.
C.
Okay. Oh, that seems fine.
I mean, anything D tier is going to be something we don't like, right?
Yeah, D tier is something that sucks.
Yeah, so like I don't object to it, but I also like it less than decorating for Halloween, so.
Fair. Next we got, how do we feel about drinking some cider? Fucking appy cider.
I love cider.
Good shit.
I get so excited when it's like cider season. Like you can technically drink
a great time.
Yeah, but there is a time when it is particularly
when it hits the hardest.
Yes. And I will get me a gallon of it and just as like heat some of it up.
Oh,
like hot cider,
delicious.
And even better, maybe put a little bourbon in it.
Woo! Love it.
A nice hot bourbon apple cider. Oh, so good.
So where would we rank this?
Definitely at least A, in my opinion.
I'll put it at an A. Because, like, is it better? Again, like, there are so few things in this world that are better than trick-or-treating.
That's what I said. I feel like that's almost in a class of itself. There might be something else that reaches that tier, but...
There could be. But we'll find out. I don't know what this image is supposed to be. I really don't.
What does it look like?
It looks like it's also trick-or-treating somehow.
As I put on my glasses and lean closer. I can't tell. It's just like colors and shapes. It's
it might be a parade.
A parade?
Like a Halloween parade. They used to have that in the town that I grew up in would do like a Halloween parade for all the kids.
Oh, I don't care for parades.
Okay. I mean, I also am like not nuts about it necessarily. It was fun to get to walk in the parade as a kid because I love showing off my costume.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I suppose. But it's still like not going to be... It doesn't have the nostalgia of the trick-or-treating. Maybe it's like on par with the corn maze.
I'll put that in the C. That seems fair. What about... How do we feel about... I'm going to say baking and also eating pumpkin pie.
I think that is a vastly overrated thing.
As do I. I'm really not a pumpkin pie. I think pumpkin pie is one of the most overrated pies.
Oh yeah, I don't get it at all. Like, if that is the only option, and at least I can put some like whipped cream or Cool Whip on it, I'll eat it.
Mm-hmm.
But like, I certainly do not choose it like voluntarily.
No, nor do I.
Actually, I can't remember the last time I ate it.
I can't either. Are we gonna put this in? Is this gonna be our first D? First
It
D
might
tier
be.
activity?
Yeah, like I don't dislike it to the point where I won't eat it, but I'd rather not.
That's fair. How do we feel about this? Is more of like a nostalgia childhood thing. The various Halloween cartoon specials.
When you say that, all I can think about is the Scooby Doo.
I'm thinking about the Scooby Doo movie,
Which, by the way, I have
which
seen
fucks.
at like the Comic Cons that I've been to more recently. I keep seeing so much Hex Girls stuff.
That movie fucks.
But I feel like that wasn't a thing before. Like just in the last year or two, I've started seeing it popping up everywhere, and it's like, has this suddenly become like super nostalgic for people or something?
Perhaps.
There must have been some meme or something that triggered this.
Yeah, I loved, and not just like the Scooby Doo movies, but like the various kind of like, oh, the Halloween episodes of different cartoons. I love that shit.
I honestly don't really remember watching a lot of like Halloween TV show episodes.
That's fair. I
I
mean,
mean,
we put it
certainly
at a B.
movies.
It's definitely enjoyable.
I mean, I'm fine with them. I just don't have any specific memories of like we had Halloween movies we would watch, but not unless I'm forgetting something, but I can't think of anything.
The next picture, I'm not sure if how this is specifically autumnal. It appears to be one of those cup of dirt desserts with
Yeah,
the gummy
that I
worms and
can
the
actually.
Oreos.
Yeah, I can tell what that is, and I don't think that is related to fall in any way.
We might leave that one off
Yeah,
because I don't know if
that
that's
doesn't
related
make
to
any sense to
fall.
me.
But here's something that is related to fall: soup.
Oh, man, I love soup.
Soup season, baby.
I get so excited when soup season arrives. Like
I
bust out my
do
favorite soup recipes,
enjoy some soup.
and I will just eat the shit out of some soup. I'll just keep making soup and eating soup, and
Hell yeah. Where do we think it falls on the tier
very
list?
comforting.
It is very comforting.
I want to say A.
I'll agree with that. Yeah.
I get
Fall
real
soups
psyched
are
about
great.
soup. Again, it's
As you
not going to
should.
reach the level of trick or treating, but
It's
it's the
real good.
closest thing we have as adults.
Yeah, pretty much. When
I
you're an adult, you have soup.
mean, you have soup when you're a kid, but you don't appreciate it as much.
You don't appreciate it. You're so right.
You know, and I feel like my palate was so much more limited as a kid, you
Absolutely.
know, and so there were so many soups I wouldn't eat. Now I eat all the soups.
Now I eat a lot of soup. Um, what about a nice bonfire? Nice cozy campfire.
I like the ambiance. I hate smelling like smoke.
Oh, I don't mind smelling like smoke at all, and I'm always that person who's constantly feeding the fire. Like that is
I
my role
cannot
at the
I
campfire.
cannot take it. I don't know if it's the nature of my hair, but it will smell like that for like 3 days.
I'm so sorry.
It does not matter how many times I wash it or what I use to wash it. It's just like in there.
I
And it
mean, this
drives me
is an
nuts.
A tier activity for me. I'm willing to compromise though.
How about B?
Okay.
I'll knock it down
Next,
because smoke likes me too much.
a tragedy. Next is like a farmer's market.
I feel like those are year round though.
They kind of are year round, but there is something very special about the fall farmer's market in particular because you got all your pumpkins and your apples and you got people selling
Your
cider and
favorite
shit.
squashes
Yeah.
and like hay bales, corn stalks,
Yeah. All the fun autumnal accoutrement.
corn. Man, I love corn.
It's good shit.
The vegetable, not the band.
I kind of like the band as well. But yeah, where do we think this falls on our tier list? Haha, falls. But
um, Oh god, I just realized there is definitely a D tier item coming up
Okay.
further down. Um, it distracted me to the point where I forgot. Oh, farmer's market.
Hmm.
B.
All right, yeah. What about hay rides? Kind of overrated.
Thumbs down. I'm allergic to hay. I break
Oh,
out in
okay.
hives.
All right, then we'll put that. And I'm really not all that jazzed about it either, so we can put that in D if you want.
Yeah, but like, what's the? Oh, let me ride around in this slow vehicle sitting on this really uncomfortable, scratchy material. Why?
Haunted hayride, though.
That's a little different. I did do one of those a few years ago and just made sure I was completely covered so the hay couldn't touch me.
That shit's fun.
Yeah, I don't
But
mind a
this does
haunted
not appear
hayride.
to be a haunted hayride, so.
No,
Okay. Next thing we have caramel apples.
that shit's good.
I have never had one. It sounds delicious, though.
I mean, you like caramel and apples, right?
Yup.
Sold.
Don't see why I wouldn't like them combined.
I was gonna
It
say
sounds like a great activity. I could.
they they are delicious. They are hard to eat.
Yeah, it does seem. I could see myself getting pretty messy, but like sometimes that's the price of something delicious. You know what I mean?
Well, I don't mean the mess necessarily, but like the caramel that they have to put on the outside so that it doesn't drip off, like has to like harden and
Oh,
congeal.
yeah.
And so they're like hard to bite into. Like it feels like you
Mm,
could break your teeth, kind of.
gotcha. So then where do we,
Have
in
one of
light
those.
of that information, where do we want to put it?
If we're thinking classic caramel apples, just because of the eating experience, like flavor, they're an A. Eating experience, they're more a B, or
Mm-hmm.
even a C. So maybe B.
B, okay.
But if you get like the caramel apple dip, that's just like a tub of caramel, like
Which
then
that
it
sounds
moves up.
delightful.
Yeah,
Okay. Next thing is just pumpkin spice. How do we feel about
very
pumpkin
overrated.
spice season?
So overrated.
Yeah, I'm gonna agree. I'm not a PSL
It's
girly.
fine. Pumpkin spice is just chai spices,
Yeah, it's just chai,
and we drink chai year round. So
which, I love chai, but there doesn't need to be a special season where we call it something different.
yeah, that's just cultural appropriation.
Hmm. Okay, what about apple picking?
It can be nice.
I love apple picking. I think it's so
I
fun. It's
mean,
so cute.
it's more like what's the word I'm looking for? It's I can't think of the word I'm looking for, but it's more about like the vibe of it, you know?
Hmm.
Not necessarily
Yeah,
the actual picking part, but like, ooh, I'm in an orchard. Oh, feel that crisp air. See these crunchy leaves.
yeah, yeah. I get what you
The
mean.
atmosphere. Maybe that's what I was looking for.
Yeah, honestly, it's kind of an A tier activity for me, just because I always think it's really fun, especially like when you go with your friends and you have your
Yeah.
cute autumnal outfit on.
I haven't been fruit picking of any kind since I was a kid.
Oh, that's so sad.
So, yeah, I am fine with wherever you want to place it.
I'm gonna put it in the A tier.
Okay.
And similar to apple picking, we've got pumpkin patch. How do we feel about
See,
that?
that's worse though, because like you're not going to eat a pumpkin.
But you got to pick one to carve.
I know, but that's less fun than getting home and being like, shit, I got these apples to eat. Cool.
I suppose. I mean, I love pumpkin carving though. I get real into it.
To me, it's just kind of a waste.
Oh, I love
Carve up
it.
that poor pumpkin and then don't. Well, we used to always, my mom would like get all the seeds out and like bake them and we would eat them. So it felt a little less wasteful.
Oh,
I
I
think
do
she can
that.
do something with the guts and stuff. But it's like, let me
Yeah.
butcher this poor squash for funsies and then throw it away.
Oh, I don't know. I think it's artistic.
Yeah.
So
But
would we
I
say
mean,
pumpkin
but to
patch is
pick them
C
out though
tier?
is yeah. I mean, picking them out is not fun though
Hmm.
necessarily. Like to go to a pumpkin patch to pick them out versus just grabbing one at the store.
I mean, I kind of like the vibe of the pumpkin patch, but that's just me.
Mm. Eh.
I'll let it be a C though. What about bobbing for apples? I've never done it, but I bet that shit sucks.
That's what I was saying was coming up. That was a D list activity, D tier
D it
activity.
goes.
First of all, that is disgusting and unhygienic.
Yeah, okay, fair enough.
But I remember we used to do it when I was a kid. I was in Campfire, which is like, the gender neutral, sort of like a gender neutral scouts, which I guess Boy Scouts is gender neutral now, um, but yeah, we used to have Halloween parties and we would always do the bobbing for apples. And man, I hated it. You get like water up your nose.
Yeah, no thank
And
you.
like the apples have like little teeth dents in them where people try to, like, it's just gross. Because it's not
Alright.
like necessarily people you know.
Mm-hmm.
Ugh.
What about
Hand
this is one
turkey.
of those little hand turkeys, but I'm gonna broaden that and say that it's fall arts and crafts.
Oh, come on. Hand turkeys alone are good enough.
The hand turkeys alone are good enough, but they're not the only fall craft.
Like, what else?
I mean, just in general, any craft that is autumnal.
I
You
can't
can do
imagine
tons.
what that would.
You can
I
do
suppose
tons
you
of
could do like
things.
an autumnal wreath.
Yeah. Make a
If you like
centerpiece
making
for your table.
wreaths. Sure. I mean, definitely based on vibes alone, that's fun.
I fucking love craft. I love arts and crafts. That's like an S tier activity for me.
Oh, so it's on par with trick or treating?
Honestly, yeah. I fucking love making shit.
Interesting. But like I do that year round. Like
This is true.
autumnal crafts in particular. Like I'm not gonna
You
get
know what?
super
I'll
jazzed.
downgrade you because you're right. I'll downgrade it to an A.
Yeah. Yeah, because if we're talking about arts and crafts in general, like yeah, sure, that is S tier. But like if we're talking specifically making autumnal crafts, I don't get
Mm-hmm.
real excited to make a cornucopia, you know?
That's fair. The next thing appears to be a petting zoo, which is not necessarily okay. Here's the thing. In my mind, it is a little bit autumnal because the apple orchard we go to is also a farm that has a petting zoo. So I
Yeah.
go there in the fall all the time.
For some reason, this one, it doesn't matter to me whether it's autumnal. I love seeing creatures.
I love seeing critters as well. Would we like to put this in A?
Yeah, I think so. I get excited. Doesn't matter what kind of animal it is. I'm like, oh my god, it's an animal. Awesome.
Mm-hmm. And this one, I don't know if this is like an autumnal thing in like specifically autumnal thing in some parts of the country, but it appears to be a
Carnival?
carnival.
Yeah, because I can see it looks like a Ferris wheel in the
Yeah,
background.
we can skip that one if we don't think that's an
Yeah,
autumnal activity.
that's not autumnal. That's more summer in my mind.
Yeah. All right, football. D.
Just thumbs down.
Boo.
Do not care. Also,
Nope.
it is hazardous to the health of everyone who plays it.
Yep.
Quit
Okay.
making serial killers, please. Thank you.
Yeah. Oktoberfest.
Yeah, beer
I've
and
never
pretzels.
been, but that shit sounds fun as fuck.
A nice like bratwurst with some
Love a good
peppers and
brat.
onions. That is
And beer.
that yeah, that's getting close. That might be S tier for me.
You know what? It sounds that fun.
Yeah,
I'll agree.
that is the adult trick or treating to be able to hang out, eat giant pretzels, drink beer.
Yeah,
Man, now I want to
that
go to
sounds
an Oktoberfest.
that sounds like a really good time.
Yeah.
Up next, we've got carving pumpkins, which
Oh
is an
god.
A tier activity for me.
Yeah, I'm not particularly a fan.
I'll
Hmm.
compromise and put it in B.
Okay.
Do we think
That's
that's
fine.
fair?
Yeah, I mean, I would waver between a B and a C, I guess. That's fine.
And the final,
Is that a Spirit Halloween?
it is a spirit Halloween. So picking out your Halloween costume.
Okay.
That's S tier for me, man. The
But like,
deciding what I'm gonna be and making, and at least in my case, making it.
but see, I don't necessarily. I don't like making decisions and trying to figure things out. I find it stressful.
Oh, I love deciding what I'm gonna be for Halloween.
Can we go A?
Fine.
Just because it's, I mean, honestly, if I were ranking it myself, I wouldn't even put it that high. So
All
that was like a
right.
compromise level.
Okay. And then they have, for reasons unknown, they have specifically Rice Krispie treats and s'mores, which are, one, Rice Krispie treats are year round, and two, s'mores are summer, baby.
Yeah, because like campfires and,
Mm-hmm.
but I guess we did have a campfire / bonfire in there for fall too.
Yeah, I guess. Do
But
we want to at least
automatically
rank?
s'mores would be S tier for me.
Yeah, s'mores is an S tier activity.
It
Put
doesn't
that
matter
shit
what
up
time of
there.
year it is. Yeah.
I think this is pretty damn good.
Yeah. I think we did well. I feel really good about our S tier.
I am a big fan of our S tier. All right.
Trick or treating, Oktoberfest, and s'mores.
Hell
Sign me up for all
yes.
of those. Yeah.
All right. So that has been our autumn activities tier list. And I think
As
that is going
two
to bring
very
us in
autumnal bitches.
as two very autumnal bitches. That is going to bring us into the worst thing for tonight. Shall we begin the meditation?
We shall.
You are without doubt the worst pirate I've ever heard of.
Listen, cue ball, you're only making it worse.
Thanks, that even makes it worse.
It's worse than you know.
It usually is.
I think that's the worst thing I've ever heard.
That's the worst goodbye I've ever heard. And you stole it from a movie.
How marvelous.
All right. How are you worse this week, bestie?
I don't know that I have anything new. It's the same worst inning stuff. Like, I continue to be obsessed in an unhealthy way with playing that game Satisfactory. I cannot stop. And I continue to work on my crochet along part 4 was released today. They released 2 parts last week, so this is the 3rd release, but it's part 4.
Gotcha.
Yeah, and I'm behind because I messed some stuff up, made some stupid mistake last week, and I undid a bunch. It didn't even matter. Like, most people would have ignored it, but it would have bothered me.
Fair enough.
So now I'm behind, but I am enjoying working on it. And I think I have like 5 episodes of Naruto left.
Wow, that's impressive.
Yeah, just today I watched the last Naruto movie where he falls in love with Hinata.
Aw.
Because I didn't even realize, I'm like, why are these final episodes talking about them getting married? When did they even become a thing? And so I had to Google it, and it's like, oh, there was a movie where this happened.
Yeah, that'll do
So
it.
I had to find that and watch it. So I've not done that. So now I can finish the final episodes, and then it will make more sense to me. But that means once I'm done, I can move on to Boruto.
Fun. Are you
Which is
excited for the
Naruto's
Chainsaw
son.
Man movie?
Yeah, I forgot to make note of what the date was. I was just thinking about that earlier today.
I can't remember the date off the top of my head.
It's
but
this
pretty
month,
soon.
isn't it?
It's either this month or November.
I know Arthur put it in the network chat. So I was like, oh, I'll just find it in there.
But yeah. Anyways, what other ways are you worse?
So that's a good question. I don't know that there is anything else.
That's fair. I mean, I've got a couple things, so that's all right.
Yeah, I think I've just mostly been putting my time into working on my crochet along and playing that game. Like, that's been all my free time, basically. Yeah.
Well, I've been getting into Sabrina Carpenter.
Okay, interesting.
Didn't see that one coming myself, but man, that song Nobody's Son, it bops real hard.
Interesting, yeah.
So-called metalheads when girly pop.
Yeah, I mean, you don't have to like just one genre of music. Everybody has bands that seem like they're just completely out of pocket for the rest of the playlist.
So I've been doing that. I continue to write fan fiction like a madwoman. But the Ghost merch collection grows. Fucking shocker, I know. But
merch?
Yeah. This is so cool. It's a fucking veil with like the ghost cross and their logo. And I just think this is so sick.
That's cool. Yeah. Awesome.
And I
Did
will
you get like on their website?
Yeah, I will have to find some occasion to actually wear this, but I love it.
Friday. It's in theaters Friday.
Oh shit, dog!
I knew it was soon.
Hell yeah. That's my sister's birthday.
Oh, cool. So close.
And
Just a week later, she would have been a Halloween baby.
yeah, the biggest way that I am worse is that I bought this skeleton one suit for one of the ghost concerts that I'm going to be going to next year.
Mm-hmm.
And I have been hand bedazzling it. This shit is so time consuming. But look at it. Look at this.
Are you doing like literally every inch of it, or is it looks like
Yep,
more like
literally every inch of it.
cool?
White rhinestones
Ooh.
Looks like on the
colored ones
skeleton
on that.
part and black on the rest of it, and I'm so happy with how it's coming
Oh,
out.
interesting. The ones on the bones look multicolored, but it's probably because they're reflecting the colors around you.
Yeah. Yeah, this sleeve is not done. This one is. Or part of this one is, as you can see.
I was gonna say, wait a minute.
But you can see it makes a huge difference.
It has a hood?
It does not have a hood. I will be
Okay.
doing some not quite face paint, but like black eyeshadow for eye sockets and like little teeth.
Oh, okay.
So skeleton.
You gotta get one of those like balaclava things and bedazzle that.
No, my face has to look hot.
Well, no, your face would show. It covers everything but your face. It goes over your head and like under your chin and stuff and covers your neck, but only your face shows. More bedazzling.
Might be a little much. But that's the main way that I'm worse. Working on that has been so satisfying, but so time consuming because I literally take like, okay, I bought so much stuff for this too. Like, here's all my rhinestones that I'm still working with. I got, hold up. I have black and white epoxy to put the rhinestones on the bodysuit. I've got one of these little, like, diamond painting, like, pen things where it's like a little wax so you can pick it up and then boop. And then finally, the thing that my friend Grace, who was on the podcast actually, she came up with this. This is fucking genius. What she came up with was to use a syringe to put the epoxy on, because you can do a bunch of little glue dots and then just boop, 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 boop.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah. So you're just out here buying syringes like a weirdo.
Yeah, I'm just out here buying syringes and rhinestones and epoxy and diamond painting supplies. So.
I have one of those little grabbers because I did a diamond painting once.
It's kind of fun.
I don't know where it went. I was thinking about that like a couple weeks ago. I was like, I did that thing. Where did I put it? I have no idea.
Oh no.
It's a mystery.
Oh dear. But yeah, I would say that's my biggest worsening is arts and crafts.
Yeah, I feel like because I've been mostly knitting and crocheting of late, I feel like I need to do some other, like I need to like sew something or you know, something like that.
Yeah, I don't know.
I feel like I need to do a different craft. Maybe it's because I haven't worked on anything cosplay related in so long because we haven't done cons.
Yeah. We'll get on that next year.
Yeah.
All right. Let's see. Do we have anything to announce? I don't believe so. We're going to be off next week for the podcast, but not the stream. We're still going to have the stream, and we're probably going to do the stream in costume because it's going to be so close to Halloween.
Halloween.
Hell yes.
I gotta remember to take it off my calendar so I don't forget.
And speaking of Halloween, we've got the Bride of Big Dumb Monster Mash happening at the Bull and Bee on Halloween night at 7:30. There's going to be costume contests, prizes, karaoke, mead. It's going to be a great time. So if you're in the Albany area, get your ass down there. Don't know if there's DFN on Friday. Probably should, but don't.
The banner, the Bull and Bee banner.
Oh yeah. Of course, we have our deal going on with the Bull and Bee. You can go to thebullandbee.com and use code MONSTERMEAD at checkout for $5 off your online mead order. We love the Bull and Bee.
That was me pushing the banner button. I was explaining so I didn't look like a weirdo.
And a bonus episode of Regrettable Reviews coming up next week. We're going to be talking about the ultimate sci-fi horror film, Alien. So that's going to be super fun.
Mm-hmm.
And I think that's pretty much everything we've got going on for the time being. Time being.
I feel like we need to come up with a nickname for Regrettable Reviews because I struggle with ours and I don't know why. And every time I say it, it is very difficult for me.
Okay, noted. I'll work on that. I'll see what I come up with.
Which, like, sadly, both my first and last name have R's in them, and I actually struggle to say my own full name sometimes.
Oh, fun!
Like the word rural. I have to work really hard to say it correctly.
Okay.
Too many R's in the podcast title.
Okay. I'll see what I can come up with.
Okay.
No promises. All right. As always, thank you for fighting with us, friends. We appreciate each and every single one of you, and we will be back again next week. We'll see you then. Adios, everybody. This week's episode of the Fighting with Friends podcast was hosted by Bridget Kelly and Dr. Sarah Brooks. You can find other episodes of the podcast on YouTube, iTunes, Spotify, or your other favorite listening platform. Catch us live on Twitch every Wednesday and Thursday. For ad-free live broadcasts of the show, you can subscribe to our Twitch channels or consider donating to our Patreon for ad-free access to our entire library of past episodes and streams, as well as fun bonus content. Fighting with Friends is a member of the Eclectic Cult Media Network. Check out the links in the description for more episodes from us and from all of the shows on the network. Thanks for listening!